I um I remember Casey Jones taking Dad and I to a Celtics practice at Hellenic College. It was a season before his taking over as head coach, and he knew Dad from the Copley. I was really in awe of the guys, and sitting a couple of rows up behind a practice hoop, and Gerald Henderson had just executed this perfect layup. And I see Mr. Jones looking over at me and smiling, and I'm smiling, and I figure that's what he's smiling about. And he does one of those. He just looks up, and I'm not following him, and then he does that again, and I still don't follow. And I look over my shoulder, and I see what he's looking at, because sitting behind me and a few rows higher up, hunched over, pencil in hand, scratching away, his head buried deep in the crosswords, is Dadaruno. I believe that's appropriate, thinking of Dad in the company of these wonderful ball players, because, like Larry Bird was the man, what he did, his chosen vocation, so was Dadaruno at his. I'm not a musician, nor is my brother, but we've been privileged to grow up with a love of music and the opportunity to hear some of the great stuff. And I think it's fair to say that, like Mom, Steve and I recognize what Dick J and Zoo, Lou, Gray, and all those who shared and share the stage with Dad know that Dad, like Bird, brought out the best in the whole play with him. One of my favorite actors was the late, great Oliver Reed. And his last role was that of an aging, jaded gladiator in the film of that title. His character was killed a redemptive death. His last words, and the last that Reed himself ever uttered on screen, are shadows and dust. Well, we all come to dust. But oh, what a shadow we can cast. My dad, Dadaruno, he certainly cast his. I am forever proud of him for it. Lastly, I'd like to say the words that I would have said had I the opportunity to introduce Dad on a gig. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle once wrote that mediocrity recognizes nothing higher, but talent instantly recognizes genius. Well, we have a room full of talent here, because there certainly is a genius amongst us. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad, Dave McKenna.